Love and respect, everyone. It's September 24th, 2010. This is Roxanne Grinage, founder, higherlyrics.org. I believe I have very important news today. I believe there is hope for those American families and victims of CPS corruption in government. One of our Higher Lyrics developed administrative solutions tools designed to back up and slow the systematic slaughter of children kidnapped for profit here in Philadelphia, Pennsylvania, U.S. Eastern District, has been accepted, filed by our shown to be corrupt family court controlled by tyrannical child abuse ordering Judge Robert J. Matthews. It is received stamp filed today, and we believe this opens the way to give hope to an administrative solution that courageous soldiers fighting CPS corruption in government may tweak and adjust for the jurisdictions in the family courts, the corrupt jurisdictions that they are fighting in other states. This solutions tool is titled Plaintiff's Non-Negotiable Custody Order Modification in the Interest of Ezekiel Brown and Ariel Brown. You could title it Mother's Non-Negotiable Custody Order Modification in the Best Interest of the Children. You could title it Protective Father's Non-Negotiable Custody Order Modification in the Best Interest of your children's names. Or you could title it Protector Grandparent Plaintiff's Non-Negotiable Custody Order Modification in the Best Interest of the Children, and so on. Okay? This is a demonstration of the power of the compiled data publicly posted by U.S. citizens to a U.S. citizens-controlled public incident report docket database has birthed ever-growing administrative solutions tool. We have from this database, we've developed administrative tools, the CPS, Corruption in Government American Family Victim Identity Retainment Declaration, to resist the abbreviation and censorship and just lopping off of our names as though we're not human beings. We have come up with the CPS, we've developed the Certificate of Service for all filings, which is presented at the same time in compliance with service laws, and also provides a disclosure of child slaughter, U.S. economy, fraud, court reform state of emergency, where the plaintiff in any federal or family court or superior court action actually discloses, along with the certificate of service, that they are also a victim of CPS corruption in government, that their claims are one and the same and attached to their victimization of CPS corruption in government. And now today, surprisingly, and I believe reason to celebrate, even though we have a long haul, it's going to take a lot of courage, and some of us will fall, I can assure you, we have what was presented yesterday on the 23rd to Pennsylvania 1st Judicial District, Court of Common Pleas, Philadelphia Family Court Division, Philadelphia Family Court, the plaintiff's non-negotiable custody order modification in the interest of Ezekiel Brown and Ariel Brown, which recuses Judge Robert J. Matthews for crimes proven, criminal behaviors proven to result in proven child abuse suffered and injuries suffered by Roxanne Grinage's grandchildren. Now, this is why this is a landmark administrative solution, and why the variables that are measured in the U.S. Citizens Public Docket Database and any standard access mechanism, Higher Lyrics Administrative Services, can measure two-way accountability, work ethic, synergy, and intent, and variables like courage, integrity, loyalty are measurable for impacting revenues and thereby impacting U.S. economy and thereby impacting quality of life. It takes an appointed durable power of attorney guardian to run interference for the protector, mother, or father that flees with the children, moves them out of harm's way of the kidnap scheme in the court-controlled courtrooms, quote, nurseries, or the Department of Human Services offices where they control and snatch our children, right? It requires it actually announces and notices, this filing notices the court that the appointed durable power of attorney, in this case the grandparent, says, I will present on behalf of these people, and I deliberately have hid them from you to keep them out of harm's way until such time as this tyrannical proven child abusing judge is recused and removed from all matters having any say over what happens to the best interests of these children. Okay, and what it is, the courage comes in where you're actually running interference for the parents that are protecting the children and keeping them out of harm's way. You're helping hide them out. You're telling the court, I'm not going to tell you where they are. I'm going to walk in there into the jaws of the beast, and I'm going to risk being arrested, and I'm going to risk being persecuted. But you come on the strength and the courage of having filed as a federal crime witness victim plaintiff in the federal courts pro se. These administrative solutions are designed to attract no-nonsense litigation referral, attorneys that will see the merits of your case and see your commitment, right? So yes, there's a price to be paid. There's a risk to be taken. It's going to be inconvenient. We're dealing with a monster, an evil, lower-powered force. It is relentless. It will take mechanized solutions to stand up, retaliate against, and slow this monster. Someone has to protect the children, hold them safely away from the evil influence that seeks to consume our children for profit, and someone has to stand up and run interference. Have faith, pray, but do it, okay? And I just think it's worthwhile to watch out how this plays out, because even though we recuse this judge, we're fully expecting to get subpoenaed to his courtroom. Then we're going to demonstrate how we're going to file another notice saying this judge is recused. We're going to run a paper. We're going to run an ad in the paper. We're going to show you how to do that too. Run a legal notice in the paper of the people, the citizens, in this case we have 20, that have recused Judge Robert J. Matthews from ever even uttering the words, quote, in the best interest of the children, much less working around a situation where he would have any authority over what happens to children. And we're going to run that legal notice. We're going to keep serving them with notices. We're going to keep it printed for when the sheriffs come. We're going to do our best. We're going to take out the lawsuits for false arrest, imprisonment, all the health problems that come as a result of that, and the wrongful deaths. Okay? God bless everyone. Watch this. It's going to be very interesting. It's going to help slow the slaughter of children, systematic slaughter, here in the Philadelphia Court of Common Pleas, Philadelphia Family Court Division, here in the U.S. Eastern District of Pennsylvania. It's going to leverage criminal accountability. Oh, another powerful effect of this administrative solutions tool, it removes the criminally behaving attorneys like Timothy Pacente, Fern Brown Kaplan, and the corrupt judge Robert J. Matthews. It gets them out of the way so the protective mothers, through their durable power of attorney and fathers, can go after the beneficiary child abusers, the ones who actually hurting our children, abusing our children, as beneficiaries of the corruption that we proved that occurred in our federal cases, okay, that stripped us where our civil rights were violated, that robbed us of our natural guardianship and the ability to protect our children. There are people benefiting from this. In this case, it's Eric L. Brown beating his own children, and his bigamous wannabe foster mom girlfriend, Sandra O'Sullivan, and her mother, Diane Kearney, and the many, many foster kids and her grown people, her grown daughter and her adolescent son's friends running in and out of there, beating on my children. And we have witness statements, psychological witness statements, and someone's got to be able to send the children away with the protective parent where they need to be with the nurturing parent, and show up and run the gamut, run the interference. Pray, be courageous, don't be afraid. God bless everyone.